Shalom. Allah start by giving all praises and honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Kakadash, double honors of the apostle, Els, great millstone. Salutations to the hopefully lit, this pushing is truth. Across the four corners of true sacred charity. I register brother, I'm one by from the Birmingham camp, Alabama, GMS. Then we'll get this quick sentence going to just about about the widow crying out to the Lord, about avenging, crying out to the Lord to avenge her of her adversary, just gonna go into about about that woman, the understanding of that, so it's Luke 18:2, saying there was in the city a judge which feared not the Most High, neither regarded man. So in the city is talking about America, and which is Babylon the Great in the scriptures. And the judge that feared not the Most High, neither regarded man, is the so-called white man Esau, Edom, the Edomites, man. These Edomites, so-called white people that's in rulership right now. They don't fear the Lord. They proud. They all proud. Thinking they the high power. The higher power, whatever you could say. Not knowing that the Lord Yahawashi set them up. They're just so that which I'm gonna get to that woman, get to it, but just for the Lord can show His power unto these damn devils that who the Lord dealing with, who the Lord really who the Lord's real chosen is, and these damn devils, they think they have the power, and they think they be like the Most High power, but they're gonna soon find out when the Lord Yahawashi return to take them down, and the Lord is actually is going to avenge, and deliver his elect, his chosen, from the hands of these so-called white men, these devils, man, the Edomites. But this verse is Luke 18:3, and there was a widow in the city, and she came unto him, saying, avenge me of my adversary. So that woman, the widow is going to the Israelites, the so-called Negro Latino natives, and that's just really the one that's crying, the one is really saying, hey, avenge me of my adversary, that's crying out, is the Negro Latino natives, but it's the Israelites, the elect of the Negro Latino natives, that's crying out, mainly to avenge, crying out to the Lord to avenge us and take us off the hands, take us away from the so-called white man, take these damn devils down out of power, the so-called white people out of power, man, because they ain't rulership, and they destroying the earth, they just grievous, their laws are grievous, and and their ways are grievous, and they are just constantly just putting purity hell on the so-called Negro Latino natives. So this verse, forgive me, Slack. This Luke 18:4, and he would not for a while, but afterward he said within himself, though I fear not the Most High, nor regard man. So I say so-called white man Edomites, so-called white people, Edomites, red people really don't fear the Most High, But the Lord put them in their mind, to think they more than what they are, They're really the basis of man. They ain't nothing but they used to be like cave dwellers, man. Back in they real their real state was they was cave dwellers, man. So-called white people, Edomites, red people. For the Lord, put them in rulership, and got them in power. But the Lord Yahawashi wanted these damn devils to think they got all the power, not knowing the Lord is gonna bring them down, soon, or going on in the near future. But next verse, Luke 18:5. Yet because this widow Yet because this widow troubleth me, I will avenge her, least by her continue coming, she weary me. So like I say, the widow going to the Negro Latino natives, that like I say, the elect of the Negro Latino natives, the 144,000 that's crying out to Lord Yahawashi trying to come deliver us. We are vexed with this place. The wickedness of the so-called white man's ways, and the wickedness of our people. 2/3 of you Negro Latino natives, they are wicked. Lord, take avenge us from all from these wicked people, man. That's of the earth. So and here in America, avenge the Lord. We're crying out the man that signed crying, like I said, the elect, to avenge us from the the one that's in rulership, the so-called white man, Esau Edom, red man, the red people. But on this verse, and the Lord said, Luke 18:6, and the Lord said, hear what the unjust judge saith. Luke 18:7, and shall not the Most High avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear along with them? Yeah. So the Lord's gonna avenge his elect, we cry day and night, the week in and week out, going out to the highways and byways, start the apostles, elders, and the brethren across the four corners of earth. Continue to cry to the Lord, like, crying out to the Lord, telling the Lord, we're getting fed up with the so-called white man, the wickedness of this place, we we proclaim to the Lord, we want these damn devils out of power, we want America out of slocking. We want America to be destroyed, and so forth, man. But on this verse, but the Lord is long suffering, so the Lord is elect, and the Lord will avenge us, when it's time. So let's see. So I'm end off in Luke 18:8. I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man coming, shall he found faith on the earth. So yeah, the Lord will avenge his elect speedily, man. It's gonna come a day when the Lord's gonna deliver his elect. It's like it. The Lord's gonna return in the chariots. The Lord's gonna return in chariots, which our people call UFOs, and deliver his elect, from the destruction that he's gonna bring to America in different parts of the earth when he returns. And the ones that gonna be, and the Lord gonna find the ones he's gonna find with faith is the one that stood bold and standing boldly, against the face of adversity and so forth, man. Until that day, Lord, gonna find those that that keep the faith and not give up on the Lord no matter what. So with that, I ain't want to make this too long. I just want to go on to that quick sitting. So with that, I like God praise to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahawashi Bahasham Kakadash, to the apostles, elders, to the sis brothers, to the to the few Aqua sisters that do listen, keep the faith, and Yahawashi keep fighting with that session on.